Welcome to Jumpers for Goalposts number 15. Yes, we've reached number 15, your weekly non-league show for the Midlands. Well, last weekend we had yet another disrupted weekend because of the snow and ice, but we have managed to get some quality highlights for you. Starting off in the evo-stick Premier Division, only 2 games survived the weather and no games midweek either in the division. Buxton Town the only side to win a game, so they've advanced their position in the league. This weekend, Hensford Town host Shore Lane in the game of the day on Saturday. That's the game of the day locally. Stourbridge and Sutton Coldfield are at home too. Now, not forgetting this week also covers the Boxing Day fixtures. There aren't any Boxing Day games in Midland League Divisions 2 and 3 or in the West Midland League, but there are in the evo-stick League. And in the Premier Division, Stafford Rangers host Stourbridge, Rushall Olympic host Hensford Town, and that looks like a really tasty looking derby. And Hales Owen Town, they entertain Mickleover Sports. Into the evo-stick South now, and 4 games managed to survive the weather. Leaders Baseford United welcome Belper Town to their home ground. Here is the goal from that game, which maintains Baseford's unbeaten start to the season.
Goal for Baseford on 48 minutes, number 9, Rob Duffin.
Great win there for Baseford, and that's 20 games, I think it is now, unbeaten in the league. Corby Town travelled to Coles Lane, the home of Sutton Coldfield Town, and also the home of Romulus. And here is the winning goal from that game.
Philip Trainer, Visan Vassal Crete, 16 Jason Lee and Dan Smith. And to the home team now, Romulus, number 1 Matthew Sargent, 2 Todd Evans, 3 Chris Taylor, 4 and captain Cameron Lee, 5 Jaden Cottrell, 6 Eddie Santos, 7 Barry Fitzharris, number 8 Callum Cole, 9 Malachi Farquharson, 10 Cartel O'Neill Martin, 11 Reese.
Now, last week we talked about Market Drayton Town. They had a bit of a torrid week. They'd lost the chairman, lost their vice chairman, and the manager had left too, gone to Quorn. And they travelled with a very young, inexperienced side to Stamford. Here are the goals from that game. A heavy defeat there for Market Drayton, but considering the week they'd had, it probably came as no real surprise. However, since that game, things have turned round somewhat. They have a new chairman in Paul Moore. Martin Davis is back in the ranks has taken over as manager again. It'll be very interesting to see which players go back to Drayton and how they progress as the season goes on. This weekend, on Saturday, leaders Baseford travel to 4th place Stocksbridge Park Seals in a game that could test their unbeaten start. Not an easy place to go, Stocksbridge, and it'll be interesting to see how Baseford cope with that one. 2nd place Alvechurch, they welcome lowly Gresley to Lime Meadow, while Chasetown, in great form, entertain Kidsgrove Athletic. On Boxing Day, big game at League Harrison Park, League Town hosting Newcastle Town. Again, there's always goals in that game, so I don't expect that one to be 0-0. And the leaders Baseford entertain local rivals Carlton Town. Alvechurch, they go to 6th placed Bedworth United, and that could be a real test for Church. Bedworth going well, and should be a big Boxing Day crowd there as well. Into the Total Motion Midland Football League in the Premier Division. 4 games managed to survive the weather last weekend. There was a 6-goal thriller at Quorn as they drew 3 apiece with Westfields. Heanor Town entertained Loughborough University at the Town Ground. Here are the highlights, extended highlights, and it comes courtesy of Town Ground TV.
James Wilson. The referee today is Ruben Ricardo, and his assistants are John Sproson and Ian Mitchell. The match is sponsored by Whitegates. Before kick-off today, there is a special presentation as Heanor Town have been awarded FA Community Standard Charter status. Liam Rooney from Derbyshire FA is on the pitch with Ben Hadfield from Heanor Town Football Club presenting the award. We hope you enjoy the game today, and come on you Lions! Enjoy it. Let's guys. Let's have a good run.
What's that referee in it? Just want that cheek.
Right, well I'm here with manager Glenn Clarence and assistant managers Paul Postlethwaite and Steve Hamilton following the 2-1 victory over Loughborough University in the Midland League Premier Division. And Glenn, it was a good 3 points today. What did you make of the game?
I think you summed it up, Chris. Good 3 points. It wasn't the greatest game, wasn't the greatest spectacle. I thought we scored a couple of good goals early on. And we scored those goals because we were disciplined and we gave them the respect they deserved after they passed us off the park at their place with a great formation and great organisation, great movement, and they still had that today, but I thought we were more equipped from minute one. Got a couple of goals and then we seemed to get a bit excited because we were 2-0 up, and then their goal came from us not doing what we'd planned and what we spoke about. We gave them that goal, so the team talk at half time was simply about going back to what we've done for the first half an hour, stopping them being able to do what they want to do, and that's why the second half, don't get me wrong, there were probably half chances for both teams, but it was still end to end, but there were no clear cut chances really. It was all about getting the 3 points, and that's what we've done, so we're obviously happy with that.
And just very quickly, Glenn, prior to the game we announced the signing of Niall Mather from Quorn. What do you hope he'll bring to the team?
39. Well, he's a very good. Well, he plays centre half, Quorn to be fair, but in the past he's played left back. We bring him in to play left back. He brings experience, another leader. Obviously, Quorn's captain, and he's a local lad, and he'll buy into what we're doing down here. And it's We obviously haven't got big money anymore, but we've got local lads who are working hard, who are together, and that shows. So yeah, Niall will add to that. It's not about the individuals in this shirt anymore, it's about the side, and it'll be a good addition.
Okay, and moving back onto the game, Hamo, this is a different podcast following the reverse fixture about 3 weeks ago now. We are unbeaten since that game, so whatever you said to the players after the game has clearly been implemented on the pitch. So how pleasing is that for you?
Yeah, of course it's pleasing, but, you know, I mean, whatever we say to players before the game, half-time or whatever, it's them that's got to go out there and put it into action, and they've done that. I thought we started very well. I thought throughout the quality of football was good for both sides. It was a proper ding-dong game of football, but they've got to go out and do it. And I think we got a 2-0 lead, and then we just probably took 2%, 5%. We took our foot off the gas a little bit and started doing things that weren't necessary at that stage, and we let them back in the game. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a nice one to go into a bit of a call it whatever, I don't know, picturesque game on Tuesday. So it's a good confidence, because I thought Loughborough was still a very good side, although there was a lot of change in personnel. But I thought we were great. First 25-30 minutes, and then dropped off a little bit, and then I thought second half the quality, for saying the conditions weren't the great, and it wasn't an easy game to pass a football. But I thought all the way through, I thought credit to this league really. I thought both sides did very well. We could have had, we created a number of chances that just didn't fall for us, sliding balls through. And Loughborough are technically a good side that play good football, and good movement and good players. So in answer to your question, the credit goes to all of our players today to win a game like that, because whatever we say to them, they are the ones that have got to go out there and do that, and they've done today, and done us proud of 3 points.
Okay, and Poss, a victory before a very busy Christmas period starting on Tuesday night. How important was the victory today?
Yep, winning's a good habit. We're getting into some good habits now. We're back to it. Can do. We're shutting teams down, still creating chances, but we look solid at the back.
Ask for an explanation.
So yeah, winning's a good habit. Hope we carry on Tuesday night. Then, like I say, we're busy over Christmas. We keep trying to add to the squad to try and make the squad stronger, because, like I say, we're busy over Christmas. People are unavailable. People are picking up little niggles and injuries. So long may it continue.
About people picking up little injuries, Sam Vickers came off in the first half. Do you need to assess what the injury is like, or do you know straight away?
It's very difficult with Sam Vickers, because sometimes he's made of tissue paper and he gets something in his head and he might think that he's got a niggle, and he hasn't got a niggle. But that's why we've got a physio, and the physio will tell him he'll be alright and he'll play Tuesday. But no, if he has got a hamstring strain, then we'll assess it and we'll do things properly. But yeah, it'd be a big loss if he's not there Tuesday, I think.
Okay, and moving on to Tuesday night, Glenn. Chesterfield at the Proax Stadium in the Derbyshire Senior Cup. Playing at a stadium like that, is that motivation enough for the players?
You'd like to think so, Chris. Amo said it before. We've suffered it in a couple of occasions in the last couple of years where teams from lower leagues come to our place and they up the game 10-15%. So I'm sure all our lads, ourselves and the couple of buses we're taking, are going to enjoy the spectacle. But from a managerial point of view, it's not about that. I've been to Wembley. So the Proac's lovely, but it's not Wembley. We're going there to win a game of football. And depending on what side they put out, you never know, do you? So I could have 3 or 4 discussions with you about the actual game. But the spectacle, yeah, it'll be great. It's a cold December night, but we're still taking a couple of buses, and the chairman's paying for all the kids to go in, so that's a great thing to do. I'd like to have seen 4 or 5 buses, if I'm honest with you, Chris, but I'm sure they'll make a lot of noise, and we'll certainly give everything we've got if we play Chesterfield first team. But if it's not just for the first team out, I think we've got a chance. Because our lads like playing against teams that they're not meant to beat, and our lads like being the underdog. So, looking forward to it.
And we all look forward to the game on Tuesday night against Chesterfield.
Cheers.
This weekend on Saturday, second place Coleshill Town travel to sixth place Coventry United, which is very much the game of the day. The Colemen warmed up with a friendly on Monday when they entertained their tenants, Chelmsley Town, at Pat Meadow. Here are the highlights, courtesy of Mark Brooks.
Okay, we're in Magic Man territory. Dean Rathbone's there, Evo's there, and it's going to be Rath. Oh, it's in the bar! Oh, you can't believe it! What a brilliant effort that was from the Magic Man. Nice ball out wide. Oh, it's a decent cross. Oh no, it's the Magic Man. Oh, it's gone in. He got a wicked deflection, and the Magic Man has given Coleshill the lead. And Chelmsley can equalise. Oh, they do. It's 1-1. And Coleshill Town, and it's played short to Rath. Rath, back post. Oh, yes, it's a great header. And it's now 2-1 to Coleshill Town. Comes out wide, I think this is Joey. Oh, beautifully clipped ball in. Oh yes, it's a goal. And it's now 3-1. And now it's Dean Rathbone, he puts it wide again. It's a good cross. And Rath, oh, he's hit the bar again. Yes. And I think that's Rick, who's tapped it in for 4-1. That's a lovely ball into Rick, and a good ball. Oh, he's clipped the bar, it's unlucky. Rath still. Oh, it's a nice ball. Can Sleek Rick get there? He rolls it under JK. And Rick gets his second. It's now 5-1.
Yes, a good win there for Coleshill. At least it got them playing football again. There are quite a few games this week where it's top versus bottom. Boldmere St Michael's hosting leaders Sporting Calcer. Bromsgrove welcome the bottom club Shawbury United to the Victoria Ground, while 4th place Worcester City, they travel to 17th placed Hormond. Hormond level on points with the bottom 3. Big games there. And talking of big games, on Boxing Day, it's tenants versus landlords, with Worcester City hosting Bromsgrove Sporting and Sporting Calcer hosting AFC Wolverhampton at the CKW Stadium. A reminder, that game is a 12 p.m. kickoff. For Boxing Day games, I suggest you look at the various league websites and check kickoff times, because they do vary. A number of clubs have chosen for an early kickoff. Into Division 1 of the Total Motion Midland Football League now. 4 games last weekend, 30 goals. It's definitely the place to be. And one of those was a 1-0 win for Littleton at Paget Rangers. What a weekend we had. I was at the game between it was between Stafford Town and Heather St John's at Evans Park. Heather winning that one 5-3. 2 goals from Stafford in stoppage time, but the one there was a goal 9 seconds, because I timed it, 9 seconds into the second half, which extended Heather's lead. A really, really entertaining game that was too. Lichfield City came back from 3-1 down at home to Heath Hayes to win that one 4-3. But the result of the day came from the Mark Webster Community Stadium, where Atherstone Town hosted Utoxeter Town. Now here are extended highlights and the goals from 2 different angles with different commentary. And I'd like to thank Mark Brooks and Peter Ray, who are both at this game. Something very different for Jumpers for Goalposts. Hope you enjoy it. This is Atherstone Town versus Utoxeter Town.
Flick on by the visitors and a little chipped shot and a fine finish by Ritchie. What a great flick on it was to the striker, and the visitors take the lead with a very nicely crafted and taken goal.
Oh, and Utoxeter in again. Oh, it's a great finish. Oh, what a goal. What an absolutely fantastic goal. 1-0 to Utoxeter.
Shorthouse running again. He's got past the goalkeeper. Needs some support here. Puts a left foot ball into the middle. It's bouncing around. There's got to be a chance. And it's in. And it's Baxter. The ball pummeled around like a bit of a pinball. And eventually it was poked into the corner by the skipper. And it's 1-1 here.
Okay, it's always through. It's Luke Shorthouse. Can he get there before Alan? Oh, he does. Still Luke. Low cross. Oh, yes. Yes, it's Baxter. And the Adders have equalised. Good play by Luke Shorthouse. Got there just before Alan. And well deserved.
Quinn partially tackled. In comes the cross again from Williams. The ball is cleared. Oh, that's a good chance now. Shorthouse getting it inside. Thompson can't get there. Defender does. There has to be a chance. Oh, there's a deflection and it's in. And I think it's Miller who's got that one. Again, Utoxeter's defence all over the place. Couldn't get the clearance. And it's 2-1 to the hosts.
Into Miller. Oh, beautiful touch. It's Shorthouse and oh no! Miller! Yes! Alan Miller has now given Adders the lead, and Shorthouse involved again. 2-1.
And Shorthouse playing it through again, and again there's danger. Miller hits the ball across from right to left to Thompson. Thompson now waiting for some kind of support, and a lot of room being found by the Adders. Shorthouse goes up and the ball has bounced in. Incredible goal, and it's Harris again. Goalkeeper was possibly unsighted by the fact that the jump was made in the middle by Shorthouse, and it's 3-1.
Pulls it back to Danny Harris. Danny clips it in. Yes, it's gone straight in. It's Danny Harris. It's his 4th goal of the season. The Adders have scored 3 goals in 3 minutes. Absolutely wonderful.
To Shorthouse, a little tackle on him, but the ball is only back to the Adders. And Eggleton makes a positive run. Nice call by Quinn, and Miller gets the ball to him. In comes the cross, has to be a chance. Shorthouse turns, left foot, 4-1. He had to score at some point.
Baxter. Baxter to Captain Willow. Captain Willow rolls it to Eggy. Eggy now on down his right hand side. A good run into Miller. Miller, good touch to Quinn. Quinn, he pulls it back. It's Luke Shorthouse. Good turn. Yes, he gets his goal. His place deserved. Luke Shorthouse makes it 4-1. Alan beaten again. And it's a long way back for you, Toxie, to town now.
Nice turn by Miller. And the ball's played back to him. He's going to get there before the goalkeeper. He's got past him already. And there it is. It's 5-1. Easy goal. Beautifully played through, though. I think it was Harris who got it through to him. And the hosts are really cruising.
Okay, we got Miller. Great turn by Miller. Oh, Danny Harris. And it's Miller again. Oh, it's brilliant. He's made the keeper. He does it! It's his second of the game. It's now 5-1 to the Headers. Absolutely wonderful the way he make the keeper.
Shorthouse has won the ball back straight away for the hosts, and he's played it to his right. There's a chance for another shot. It's come to Quinn, and that's in! High at the near post, and it's 6-1. Goodness me, before even half-time has been sounded.
By Luke Shorthouse. Can the Headers add another before the half-time break? It's Baxter. And it's Quinn. Yes, they do! It's 6!
Ball down the left-hand side again, and here come the hosts. They've got a chance now. It's played inside. There's a left-foot shot, and that's absolutely whacked in off the underside of the crossbar. And it's 7-1, and I think that's Shorthouse who's got that.
Into Danny Harris. Lovely ball, and it's Mitch Thompson. Oh, brilliant by Mitch. And here's Luke Shorthouse. It's a great finish. Super work from Mitch Thompson. It's 7-1. Luke Shorthouse with his second.
Free kick to the visitors, and knocked forward, little shovel forward, but that's straight to goalkeeper Woodward, and he slings it out to the left-hand side, and the danger man on that left-hand side, Thompson, and he's played a very good 1-2 with Shorthouse, and there he goes towards the goalkeeper, side foots it, it's saved, but it's knocked in. The rebound is shoved in. I think that's Quinn again, and it's 8-1. Unbelievable scoreline here at Sheepy Road, and really Utoxeter are in a bad way.
Okay, good throw out by George. Here's Mitch Thompson to Luke Shorthouse. Oh, it's a brilliant ball back to Mitch Thompson. Here's Mitch. Oh, it's Danny Harris. Yes! Oh no, it's it's Quinn. It's wrong, Quinn. He gets his second one. Oh, I thought it was Danny Harris. They look quite similar, don't they? From a distance and with my poor eyesight. Good play by Shorthouse and Mitch Thompson again. 8-1.
That's unfortunate. Richie couldn't quite get away from the home defenders, and the ball comes to Quinn. Quinn back to Eggleton. Out it comes to Quinn again from the skipper Baxter, but that should be defended by Utoxeter. Back it goes to the keeper. Oh, and his kick fortunately finds one of his colleagues, but the pressure on that goalkeeper is so huge. And again, the ball's been won back by the Adders, knocked forward by Williams. Miller gets past a challenge out to Quinn. Quinn squares it, must be a chance, low shot, into the net, and I think that's a hat-trick for Shorthouse. 9-1.
Ball leads Miller, still Miller. Good ball, Quinn. Yes, Luke Shorthouse. Oh, he's got his hat-trick, it's deserved. And it's 9 for the Adders.
Throw left side again for the hosts, and here they come again. Gray involved, and he flips it to the outside, and the ball is played across towards Williams. Williams encouraged to shoot, but he's slipped it wide to Quinn instead. Back it goes for Thompson. There's a header, and that's a great goal. And it's 10.
Comes out to Captain Willow. Still Captain Willow. Out wide. Mitch Thompson, that's a lovely ball in. Captain Willow! It's 10 for the Adders! Absolutely wonderful. And that was a fantastic goal. It's Captain Willow's second goal of the season. And, well, Utoxeter.
Curley, hassled by Gould, and it comes to Woodruff. He crosses it, but it's nodded away by Thompson. Picked up by Deitch and played to the right hand side, and Utoxeter looking to maybe get somebody into the right side of the penalty area. Ritchie, though, does well to retrieve the ball, but it's been played away, and that's set off Shorthouse running towards goal. He plays the ball to his left, and there it is, it's 11, and I think that's Miller. And goodness me, almost every time they attack there's either a goal or a near miss now, and that was from a Utoxeter attack. Incredible scoreline here.
Oh, it's Luke Shorthouse. Well, oh, it's a lovely ball. Alan Miller for his hat-trick, surely. Yes, it's 11. And Miller's got his hat-trick. Well, Ipswich Utoxeter gifted Luke Shorthouse the ball, and he played in Miller, who finished superbly well.
Well, the ball's won back again, and this time Quinn is blocked. He's got it back again though, and there's a left foot shot from Shorthouse. And they must have a... Yes, it's in, it's 12. Incredible. And I think it's Quinn who's got his hat-trick now.
Miller again. Oh, it's a nice ball. Quinn. Oh no. Quinn against. It's Luke Shorthouse. Oh, Quinn. Oh, he's been in by Quinn. Yes, he's got his hat-trick. It's 12-1.
Good ball by Goodby actually inside to Harris, and he nudges it forward to Miller. Miller slipping it left, and there's the right foot shot, and it's 13, and it's Harris who's got that one.
Harris, nice ball to Miller. Oh, Danny Harris again. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Gave the keeper the eyes. That's 13. That's a brace for Danny Harris. That's a wonderful finish. Here's a Gould. Oh, good turn of pace by Gould. Oh, it's brilliant. Still Gould, well a run. Well a run. Oh, he's unlucky.
A stunning win there for the Adders, 13-1. I mean, I was sat at Evans Park, and when Uttoxeter took the lead, and then I think the Adders scored 3 goals in 3 minutes, and the goals just kept coming at the end of the first half, and it was just seemed to be constant throughout the second half. There's another one gone in and another one gone in. So I'm sure Uttoxeter will bounce back from that result. This weekend, Atherstone are now in 4th. They host 3rd place Studley. Promises to be the game of the day, definitely at the top of the table. And there's a Stafford derby. There's 2 sides struggling at the bottom of the table, both in the bottom 4, meet at Siltmore Lane. Brockton hosting Stafford Town, and both desperate for a win. Leaders Leicester Road also have a local derby. They're at home to Nuneaton Griff. Now on Boxing Day, we have another tenant versus landlord fixture, with Hinckley hosting Heather St John's at St John's Park. And expect goals galore at the Coppice Colliery Ground when Heath Hayes host the leaders Leicester Road. Expecting that one to be extremely entertaining. Into Division 2 of the Total Motion Midland Football League now. Bloxwich Town had the result of last weekend. They shocked 3rd place Hampton, and they're making a habit of this in upsetting some of the title chasing sides. 4-3 the result at the old Red Lion ground. A great result there for Bloxwich. And another good result for Droitwich Spa. They won 4-2 away at Feckenham, and that moves them up the table. One game of real note this weekend. It's 3rd against 1st. Hampton against NKF Burbage. Should be an absolute cracker. Into Division 3 of the Total Motion Midland Football League now. AFC Solihull really are pushing at the top of the table. They move up to 3rd place now. They had a 3-2 win over Birmingham Tigers. Andy Matthews with a hat-trick, and they are on a phenomenal run of form. 2nd place Bartistry, they slipped up at home to Inkbarrow. And on Saturday, there's an outstanding looking game. Leaders GMP Sports, 100% record up to yet. They're playing at home to AFC Solihull. Could this be the weekend when that 100% record goes? With the form Solihull are in, it could actually happen. Another game at the top end of the table. 5th place Ulster Town. They welcome 2nd placed Bartistry. Again, should be another cracking game, that one. No Boxing Day fixtures, as I said, for Division 2 and Division 3, but there are next weekend, which we'll cover on next week's programme. Into the West Midlands Regional League now. And there's been only 3 games in the Premier Division all week, which included one in midweek. Malvern Town hammered Dudley Sports 7-1. They're firmly in 2nd place. And the leaders Tibbydale, they were held 2 apiece at home by Wensfield on Wednesday. A great result there for Wenny, and it slowed Tibbydale's progress somewhat. But Wellington last Saturday travelled to Wolverhampton Casuals. Here are the goals and the red cards, and there are 3 of them, from their game at Brinsford Lane.
Hello and good afternoon from Brinsford Stadium in Brinsford Lane in Wolverhampton for this West Midland Premier League game between Wolverhampton Casuals and Wellington. I hope everyone's well. Pitch is looking in really good condition considering we had all the snow and rain they've had up here, but the groundsman's done a brilliant job on it, and it looks in really good nick, to be fair. If you've seen the team sheet on Facebook, you'll see there's a few new faces. Got a new goalkeeper in the name of Dan Montgomery. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about him. And a midfield lad in the name of Joe Smith, and I know very little about him apart from I think he's come from Coleshill Town and is a friend of Will's. Switch on, lads. Oh. It's a goal. Just coming to the 15th minute, and it's Casuals 1, Wellington 0. Good knock. Oh, second ball. Oh, go on, Norm, hit it.
Good.
Yes, Norm. Good finish. 29 minutes gone. Wolverhampton Casuals 1. Wellington 1. Nice move again by the boys. And a nice composed finish by Norm. To be fair, I think, you know, that was a nice move, and it was a 0 goal to be fair. I think we've started really well, considering we've had a few upheavals with so many changes at the starting out and injuries and everything. Come on, lads, step up. Deal with it. Oh, good goal. That's a good finish. Might be slightly against run to play in the last 10 minutes. 37 minutes gone. Casuals 2, Wellington 1. I said there's well done, Joshy. Oh yes! Oh yes! Great hit. Who was that? James. Right on the stroke of half time. Brilliant strike from James Hancock's. Wolverhampton Casuals 2, 45, I think, mate. We're on 45, I think, or 46 even. Play. Go on, go on. Go on, ping it. It's a good ball. Go on, Will. Go on, Will. Watch the line. Oh, referee! Oh, that's sending off. That's 2 guys. That's the number 3. He must have booked him then. That's the number 3. Yeah. He got booked for kicking the ball away, didn't he? Nice ball. Go on, Mom. Drill it. This time, surely. Oh. Ball! Well, that's a penalty and another sending off by the looks of it. Are we trying to walk it in or what? That's a substitute, isn't it? I think that's a substitute that came on a few minutes ago, I think. It's got to be sent off. So Casuals down to 9 men now. And here's Norm with a chance to put us ahead.
I had this argument a couple of weeks back over this. Double check when you come. Yeah. That's the problem.
It'd be interesting to see what you'd done if it had gone in. Right, here we are. Norm to try and put us ahead 3-2. Yes, Norm! Just beat the keeper. 86 minutes gone. Wolverhampton Casuals 2, Wellington 3. Casuals down to 9 men now. And to be fair, I don't think, that the 9 men is making much of a difference. I think Wellington have deserved this today. They have played exceptionally well. I think the boys have been really impressive today. Just need to keep their heads now and keep switched on to make sure they get the 3 points. Oh, that didn't sound good. That didn't sound good. Oh my God, that's another one gone. Go on, now play through it. Yes! Well, I know. 90 minutes are up. Casuals 2, Wellington 4. Nice finish there, nice bit of football from the Swords to pay into Norm. And that's 3 points. And it's been a really excellent game from the boys. I'm well impressed.
3 red cards there for Kazis. Don't think it did them any favours at all, but another good win for Wellington on the road. This weekend there's a couple of excellent looking fixtures. Wolverhampton Sporting Community, they're at home to Wolverhampton Casuals. Both sides scoring a lot of goals. Wolverhampton United, I must mention their League Cup win in midweek, playing Bilston Town Community in the Premier Division Cup. They won that one 10-1 in great goal scoring form. Still in the FA Vars. That should be a cracker against Casuals. And also Wensfield at home to Malvern Town. Malvern doing well at the top end of the table. They could well be pushing for promotion as well. Should be a really good game at Amos Lane. Into the Division 1 of the West Midlands Regional League. And only 2 games took place all week, which saw wins for Wem Town and also for Busselholme. There are 2 standout games this weekend. Wem at home to Worcester Raiders. That's 2nd versus 3rd. And Darlington Town 1874. They host Team Dudley. That's 7th against 4th. Both of those games could have quite an impact on the top of the table. There were no games in Division 3 of the West Midlands Regional League last weekend, and it's quite a paltry looking fixture list this weekend. Only one of the top 3 are in action. That's Wolverhampton United, and they travel to 12th placed AFC Broseley, and a win for them would at least close the gap a little on the top 2, who are Seek Hunters and also Warstone Wanderers. That's it for Jumpers for Goalposts number 15. All that's left for me to say is to wish you all a very Merry Christmas from myself and Russell, and please keep on sending your highlights in. There's no excuse this weekend. You've got games on Saturday. Most of you have got games on Boxing Day. Let's see loads and loads of highlights for next week's show. As usual, I'm going to leave you with the goal of the week. And this one goes to Oliver Ritchie for Uttoxeter Town, who scored in the 7th minute at the Mark Webster Community Stadium. Unfortunately for Oliver, they ended up on the back of a 13-1 defeat. Till next week, ta-ra.
Flick on by the visitors and a little chipped shot and a fine finish by Ritchie. What a great flick on it was to the striker, and the visitors take the lead with a very nicely crafted and taken goal.
And Uttoxeter in again. Oh, it's a great finish. Oh, what a goal. What an absolutely fantastic goal. 1-0 to Uttoxeter.